Hi everyone and all you maniacs out there, welcome back to today's fixture, the 41st game of En-Mao plays FIFA 15. It's Hartlepool versus Watford in this season 3 match. We are at home against Watford. The last time we played them, we lost 1-0. Let's hope that we can get the win today. This is the next game in the 4 really hard games that we've got coming up. The next game is against Norwich, and the one after that is also against Leighton Orient. But let's see if we can settle on this one today against Watford. Hopefully we'll be able to pick up a win against these. We drew last time against Reading, and the game before that we won against Bournemouth. We're sitting currently at 6th in the table. We are in the playoff places, but we could be doing better. Anyway, Hartlepool are playing in the blue and white stripes. Watford are playing in the yellow and black kit. And we're off to the town park. We're playing on 4 minutes and a half on professional difficulty. Away we go.
Two sides who've had fantastic campaigns go head to head.
As you can see, Watford currently above us in 5th place. We are equal on points. They are beating us on goal difference. We need to get the win here to extend our lead over them, hopefully. The teams both coming out and lining up today. We've got the advantage today as well because we're at home, but well, it hasn't been much of an advantage this season, to be honest with you.
Forwards had plenty of chances. I think they'll make amends with a win today.
Here's the Watford team. Now, I don't know who the Watford team are, so I'll just have to refer to them as Watford player, etc. Here's a Hartlepool lineup. We've got Halstead in goal with Duckworth, Nini, Bates and Holden. Bates coming back from his injury that he suffered the other day. En-Mao, Walker, Woods and Compton in the middle, and Alessandra and Lee up front as the strike duo once again. I don't know why the manager keeps going with them though, because they haven't been doing the jobs lately. Anyway, here's a Watford setup. That's a very hard formation to play against, to be honest with you. The 5-3-2 that they're going to be playing, it's going to be very defensive, and I think they've basically come to get a draw today. And, well, let's see how it goes against them. As I said, if you've seen my videos before, you'll know how I'm going to do the commentary. I'll refer to the Watford players as Watford player, Watford midfielder or Watford striker, etc. Let's see what we can do. Ian Lowcroft is the referee for today's game. Hartlepool won the toss, so they get to kick off. Lee and Alessandra are in the centre circle ready to go. The referee's ready to go and he blows his whistle, and Hartlepool are playing from left to right on this game today. And away we go. It's Woods with the ball. Woods plays it out wide towards En-Mao. En-Mao knocks a ball through towards Lee. That's a beautiful lot of play and a really good setup there for Alessandra to have a go at goal. The shot went through. The keeper fumbled it. God, there was so much that just went on there. The keeper fumbled the ball. Alessandra with the shot made him fumble it, but Lee missed the open goal with the rebound. The ball went out of play, and well, it looks like Hartlepool have come out with a game set in mind, ready to absolutely destroy Watford. They've come out of these blocks chomping at the bit straight away. They've been doing so much attacking, and Watford are constantly under pressure at the minute. They're trying to clear it away. They cleared it there only as far as En-Mao headed it back towards the penalty area, but Watford picked up the dead ball, and now they're on the attack through again. Nerney comes and collects the ball though and puts it out to touch. What a way to start this game. The first 10 minutes of this game has been constant Hartlepool attacking. That was a very dodgy high foot there by the Watford player. The referee waved play on. En-Mao getting a talking to for going in harshly against a Watford player, even though he went in with a high feet. And En-Mao picks up the yellow card for it. Very strange referee in there. Anyway, Watford going down into this corner. Will they be able to get the crossover? They don't manage to do so. Nerney with the, Duckworth with the block there, stopping the ball from going over with the cross. They throw the ball in. Can they get the cross this time? En-Mao trying to pick up the dead ball. Doesn't manage to do so. He goes in harshly against the midfielder though. And now Watford are on the edge of the penalty area. They're putting a load of pressure onto Hartlepool. Lee now with the ball manages to get it from the defender who cleared it away up to him. He's got Alessandro with him. Alessandro's pointing where he wants the ball. Lee unable to pass the ball forward to him. He gets tackled by the Watford midfielder, and now Watford are on the break once more. He ended up on his backside there. A lovely slide-in tackle by the Hartlepool player. And now it's gone to Walker. Walker with the ball, turns, plays it forward to Alessandro. Alessandro gets the ball on the run and a great shot at goal there. Brilliant save by the keeper. The keeper once again keeping Watford in this game. I tell you what, the last couple of games, the keepers who we've met have been absolutely on form and have been stopping any goals going in. It's frustrating for the Hartlepool players who are unable to get the ball past the keeper at the minute, but it just seems that all of the goalkeepers have just got that added bit of skill on them. We just can't seem to beat the keeper at the moment. We're getting past the defenders easily enough. I mean, at the start of the season, it was difficult to get through the defenders. Now it's difficult to get past the keeper. I hope, though, that we can get one past him, because if we do, then we should be able to hold on to the 1-0 lead. But then again, this is Hartlepool. As you can see, Cardiff going ahead at Bolton. That's not the type of score that we want, especially if we're drawing at the moment. We need to get a win here, otherwise Cardiff are going to extend their lead on the championship, because they are second at the moment and they have got a shitload of points that we need to try and catch up with. It's going to be hard, but it is doable at the minute. The mathematics, I have worked it out, and we are able to still catch them with the games that we have got left. But it's going to rely on results going our way and rely on us winning games as well. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get there and get the automatic promotion via the second place, because nobody at the moment can catch Norwich City. Their season is pretty much over. They've won this title this year. They've played so well. Hartlepool can't catch them anyway. I'm not too certain about Cardiff City, but I'm pretty sure that they are so far ahead that they are unable to be caught with the amount of games that is now left.
Manager has been spotting up how well
anyway,
he's playing,
the ball gets thrown back in by En-Mao to Woods. Woods knocks the ball forward to Walker. Walker passes to En-Mao on the wing. He goes down. Will he get the crossover? He does. He crosses it into Compton. Compton with the header of goal, and it just goes past the post. So unlucky by him. And as you can see, the next game is from Norwich City. We are going to be travelling down there with Hartlepool. And, well, they're the league leaders at the minute. They're the team to beat. If we could beat them, then fair play. But we beat them the first time we played them with a pretty astounding win of 1-0. I was very surprised that we beat them, to be fair, because they have just come down from the premiership as well. So they've got a lot of money from the TV deals that they had last season. So, luckily enough, we beat them the first game. Hopefully we can do a repeat performance of that and help our title chances while we're at it. Anyway, the 45 minutes has been played. The 3 minutes of added time has been played. And this first half has finished here 0-0. Brilliant game of football so far. Both teams trying to get the goals. Both teams really going for it because, well, they're both close together in the league. They both need the win here. A loss to either team here could finish their title run, to be honest with you. I would rather get a draw than lose to Watford today, if that's possible. Anyway, let's see what we can do with this next half of football. There's the scores from around the grounds. If you want to read them, pause it and rewind it. Otherwise, we're going on with this second half of football. There's a substitution for Watford here. It doesn't sound like the crowd is very happy about that. And Murray's gone off for Sastre, who's come on for Watford. The crowd booing, though, when he come on. Not very good. Don't know if it was the Hartlepool crowd, though, booing the player as he come on. God knows why, though, because we haven't even played against these before. Anyway, the ball thrown in now, and it's Walker pushing forward. He's got Alessandro to his left. He's got Lee to his right. He passes it forwards to Lee. Lee knocks it back to Walker. Walker tries to pass it through to Lee again. The ball goes to Walker, but it gets cleared away by the midfielder who's made all the way and made the run back to come and defend. Barnsley there, you can see, beating Wolverhampton Wanderers 2-0. That's a very good result for Barnsley at the minute, considering they're at the bottom of the league. They really do need to get a win against these top teams just to be able to stay up in this championship next season. The next game for Watford, as you can see, is against Charlton Athletic. We played Charlton Athletic a couple of games ago and drew 0-0 with them. Hopefully they'll be able to hold them to a 0-0 draw or beat Watford, fingers crossed. Anyway, making a substitution, and Walker's coming off. I think it's Connor Smith coming on to play in this second half, see if he'll be able to score any goals and change this deficit change this 0-0 draw that we are actually experiencing at the moment. Anyway, the ball played forward by the Hartlepool players. It's Alessandra on the edge of the area, and he shoots, and it's just gone wide. Oh, he thought he'd scored. Everybody in the ground thought he'd scored. He's just so frustrated at the minute. Compton shouting with frustration as well. Not happy that Alessandra could have laid the ball off to him as he was in a better position from where Alessandra was. Unfortunately, it still stays at Hartlepool 0, Watford 0. There's another substitution for Watford. That really was quick. I didn't see who was going off and coming on. But Hartlepool are also making a substitution. It's Michael Woods coming off for Tommy Miller to make way for him for this second half and see if he can make the change. We know that Tommy Miller can score from distance, so that may be the reason that the manager has brought him on for this second half. Anyway, the goalkeeper kicks it long up the field. Watford pick the ball up. They're going on the attack. A lovely tackle there by Connor Smith. Doesn't win the ball though. And the referee not happy with the tackle there. He's blown up. He's just gone over and had a quick word in the ear of the Hartlepool player saying, look, just chill out a little bit. Don't need to be so rash with your tackles and your challenges. Having a word now with the Watford player and telling him to wait until the wall is back the 10 yards. He's coming over to speak to the wall and tells them to just move back a little bit. When he's happy with it, he'll blow his whistle and the game will continue. There we go, free kick to Watford. It's in range to have a shot at goal. And he tries to have a shot. Well, it's a lofted pass over the top, really. I think if it had gone in, he would have said that he meant it as a shot. Here you go, it's a shot from Lee, where he blocked it just then. Absolute brilliant game, brilliant strike at the goal. They just haven't been able to put the ball in the net so far, which is unfortunate. The keeper, though, once again having an absolute blinder. We need to start coming up against keepers who are going to let us score 4 or 5 goals past them, because otherwise we may have a problem and we may be ending up spending another season in this bloody league, and I don't want to do that. I want to get promoted into the Premiership. That's where the big bucks are. That's where we're going to go into Europe if we get there with Hartlepool. I know it's a dream at the moment, but that dream could become a reality. And that was a brilliant strike at goal there by Lee from the edge of the penalty area. I thought he'd actually scored. It just went over the top of the bar. Just a little bit more time. Could have put it in a little bit further and put it in the hole and scored the goal. Unfortunately, he didn't.
Here, I'm sure, to try and turn this draw into a win.
Substitution for Watford. It's McGuigan going off, and Zielst coming on. Kick long.
Goal news now from Birmingham.
Going back to what I was saying though, with regards to the promotion thing.
Thanks, Alan.
We really do need to get up there. I'm amazed at the actual season Hartlepool have had so far. They've played so well this year that I really didn't expect to be in the playoff positions, considering the difficulty that we're playing it on. I thought that there would be some times where we would end up having a season or two in the same division, and it could still happen this year, but hopefully, fingers crossed, it won't. we are really pushing forwards for a promotion, and we're really pushing forwards at the minute to try and score a goal. That was a brilliant run by Alessandra there. He just, by En-Mao there. He just hasn't got his shooting boots on, and he put it wide instead of putting it into the net. The manager though now making a quick substitution for Hartlepool. We're taking off Lee, and we're going to bring on Ross and see if he can change this 0-0 game at the moment. It's so unfortunate. I hate it when I have a 0-0 game. It really puts me down that I have to put this and upload it to you. I would love to have games where they're goal fests, but the thing is, if I was to be winning by goals like that every single game, it wouldn't be worth watching. At least with a 0-0 every now and then, you know that it's difficult and it's hard to play against some of the teams. And especially with Hartlepool. I mean, the Hartlepool team, it is a hard team to play the game with. I know it looks a little bit easy, but it's actually not. It's really difficult. But that's what part of the challenge is. And, well, the main challenge is to get into the Premiership. If I could get into the Premiership, I'll be happy. The other main challenge is to get into Europe. And if I could do that, I would be over the moon. Anyway, Watford now going on this final attack, it looks like. They've got less than 9... Well, both teams have got less than 9 minutes to score. Well, less than 8 minutes now to score. Watford going on the attack, seeing if they can put some pressure onto Hartlepool. Hartlepool started off this game so well with the pressure building, and they have kept it up constantly. They just haven't been able to put the ball in the net. And now it's Watford with the pressure. A foot stuck in there by the defender for Hartlepool. I didn't actually see who it was. I think it was Bates who stuck his foot in. Manages to get the ball and get it out for a corner. This is going to be one of the last ditch attempts for Watford to score here. We've got 5 minutes left to play on this game, and then we've got the added time on from any fouls or free kicks that have been going on, and there's been hardly any of them, so I'm expecting not much extra time to be played as well. The ball has gone out now for a second corner. Halstead telling his defenders what to do, commanding the penalty area, really doing well at the moment. The defenders moving around in the box, keeping goal side of the attackers. Will they be able to get this out? The ball played short from the corner. Can they get it? Can they get the cross in? Watford turn around, they play it to the edge of the penalty area. Lovely tackle by Smith there, stops the attack. They played it across the front of goal, and now they're going for it again. Alessandra picks up the dead ball and plays it forward to Lee. There's less than 5 minutes to play. Lee is going on a run. Is he going to be able to finish it here? He's in the penalty area. He gets pushed off the ball, and the ball cleared out into the stands. This is last minute stuff here. Can Hartlepool get a goal? The ball gets thrown in, and Watford have managed to get control of it. There's two players going against one defender. Can he play it across? Or will the defender get it out? Nerney gets stuck in. The ball goes forward, and there we go. The referee blows a whistle and ends the game here. Absolute brilliant game so far. It's 0-0. Unfortunately, there's no goals, but both teams are even on points. Watford are only just ahead with the goal difference. What we need to do is score a few goals ourselves. What we're going to do though now is have a look at the highlights. There won't be many highlights because obviously it's just a case of watching a game with no goals. It's going to probably be last on the replay list of match of the day at the weekend, but it doesn't matter. You have games like this, and there you go. You can see where En-Mao got a yellow card for that, even though the high feet was coming in from the Watford player. I think the referee was watching the wrong match there, to be honest with you. He should have been able to put the... Shouldn't have been able to give a yellow card, I'm afraid, there. I don't think that's right. Here was a shot by Compton, and as you can see, that was a handball on the edge of the area by Cathcart, and the referee didn't give that. But here we go. Here's the goalkeeper. You can see what an absolute stormer this guy had today for Watford. Without him, they'd have been 4 or 5 goals behind. I think that we've come up against the teams like lately we are having a right problem with. They're all in the top half of the league. We've got to try and get the win against them, and we're not able to because they're playing so well at the moment as well as ourselves. You know, when both teams are on a decent run, it's always going to end up as draws. But we'll see what happens. The next game's against Norwich, as I said, they're top of the league. Let's hope that we can get the win against them. Anyway, En-Mao scores a 6.7 for that game. Not the best game of his career, but certainly not the worst. And Neni got an 8 for
English
defending and gets man of the match.
Barnsley,
Here's the
2.
scores from around the grounds.
Wanderers,
Read them
0.
out, big man.
Birmingham City 1, Norwich City 2, Brighton and Hove Albion 0, Middlesbrough 2, Cardiff City 1, Bolton Wanderers 1.
Cardiff
Derby
City
County
is
1,
drawing is a
Blackburn
very good
Rovers,
result for
0.
us. Derby County
Hartlepool
winning,
United,
though, is
0.
not.
Watford,
Leicester drawing
0.
is a good
Ipswich
result
Town,
for us.
1,
And
Bournemouth 1.
well, we
Leicester
know
City,
what's
2,
happened with Norwich
Charlton
City. We know that
Athletic,
we can't
2,
catch them. So
Leyton Orient,
basically,
1,
we know that if
Reading,
they win their
1,
games, they're just going to
Millwall,
make
2,
the league,
Huddersfield Town,
their point
2,
league extended
Nottingham
on the
Forest,
on the
1,
title, basically.
Wigan Athletic,
So,
0.
well, it's the
Sheffield
other teams.
Wednesday,
Some of them have
0.
drawn,
Leeds United,
some of them have
2.
won. I think we're
Now
going to
let's see
drop
what
down
effect
the
that's
table a
had
little
on the
bit
league
here.
standings. At
No,
the top
we're
of the
still
table
staying
remain
in
Norwich
6th
City
place.
with 81
That's not
points.
too bad.
In
That we're
second,
still
Cardiff
2
City
points ahead
with
of Reading,
66 points.
who are
In third,
slightly
Leicester
behind
City
us.
with
We've
66
played
points,
38,
but only
won
behind
15, drawn
on goal
14,
difference.
lost
In
9,
fourth,
goals
Derby
for,
County
27,
with
goals
66
against
points,
21,
but only
goal
behind
difference
on
of
goal
6.
difference.
We're
In
on
fifth,
59
Watford
points.
with
Watford
60
go ahead
points.
by 1
In sixth,
point, and
Hartlepool
we are a
United
couple of
with
points
59
just
points.
behind Leicester
In
and
seventh,
Derby
Reading
County.
with
We need to
57
stay
points.
in these
In eighth, rising
4,
up the
though,
table
really,
are
till the
Charlton
end of the
Athletic
season.
with 54
Anyway, the
points.
next game's against
Bottom of the
Norwich.
table
I
and
hope that you'll
falling
come
are
back and
Leyton
join us
Orient
for that
with
game.
28
Thank you very much
points,
for
but only
watching
behind
this one.
on goal
Take care,
difference.
and until
And
then, I'll see
moving
you on
up
the next
table,
video.
second
And
bottom,
bye for
finally
now.
on the table are Barnsley with 28 points. Third bottom, moving down, are Millwall with 33 points. Fourth bottom, rising up the table, are Middlesbrough with 34 points. Fifth bottom, Bournemouth with 38 points.
Anyway, a big thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video of FIFA 15. Leave a like if you can and comment if you want to. And please click the big subscribe button if you want to see more content from me. Add me on all the social media sites. The links are in the descriptions, as is the information if you ever want to play a game with me. Also, come and join in the fun at the live streams that I do. Links are on the screen right now. Anyway, I hope to see you all in the next video. Once again, thanks for watching, and until then, bye for now.